Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going ringside
Ringside.
for a look at Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
But not just the boxer, we're
Yeah.
going deeper
Deeper.
with articles that explore his legendary trash talk,
Yes.
his role as a cultural icon, and even his surprising connection to music.
That's right.
So strap in because we're about to uncover some fascinating insights about the greatest.
You know, Ali was such a master of self-promotion.
Right.
And you can really see this skill,
Yeah.
even in like his most famous quotes.
Exactly. Like everyone knows, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Right.
But what's interesting is how he actually weaponized these rhymes.
Yes.
He wasn't just being clever.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
crafting an image.
Exactly. And when you break down a quote like that,
Yeah.
you can see Ali drawing on this vivid imagery.
Yeah.
He's connecting speed and grace with a sudden sharp sting.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't just about intimidating opponents.
Yeah.
It was about captivating the audience.
It almost feels like a precursor to the persona we see in like modern day hip hop.
Right. That's a sharp observation.
Yeah.
And actually, one of the articles even points out that Ali drew inspiration from pro wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, particularly from a flamboyant wrestler named Gorgeous George.
Oh, wow.
He understood that showmanship,
Oh, right.
this blending of athleticism and entertainment,
Uh-huh.
could create a massive following.
So he wasn't just a boxer.
No.
He was like a brilliant marketer.
Yeah.
Packaging himself as this must-see event.
Precisely.
Wow.
He understood what we call the rhetorical situation,
Okay.
meaning he knew how to tailor his message to his audience,
Right.
the time and the place.
Yeah.
He was crafting a narrative.
Okay.
And his trash talk wasn't just part of that narrative, it was a driving force.
And it worked. I mean, the press couldn't get enough of him.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't all show, right? This trash talking also served a purpose inside the ring.
Absolutely. One article dives into how Ali used his words to get under his opponent's skin,
Okay.
to disrupt their focus,
Right?
and even to like predict how the fight would go.
Oh, wow.
It was psychological warfare
Wow.
as much as it was entertainment.
And those predictions, those
Yeah.
boasts,
Yes.
they weren't always empty, were they?
Not at all. Think about the "I done wrestled with an alligator" quote.
Right.
It's outrageous.
Yeah.
It's over the top.
Uh-huh.
But it plants a seed.
Yeah.
It suggests that Ali is capable of overcoming any obstacle.
Right.
He's setting himself up as a force of nature.
It's almost like a folk hero boasting about mythical feats.
Right.
Yeah. But this wasn't just limited to boxing.
No.
Ali's words had a much bigger impact,
Uh-huh.
especially during the tumultuous times of the Civil Rights Movement and the Vietnam War.
Ali understood the power of his platform
Right.
and wasn't afraid to use it.
Yeah.
His refusal to be drafted.
Yes.
Famously stating, "Why should me and other so-called Negroes go 10,000 miles away from home here in America to drop bombs and bullets on other innocent brown people who have never bothered us, and I will say directly, no, I won't go."
Right.
This wasn't just a personal stance.
Yeah.
It was a challenge to the entire system.
That quote is so powerful because it directly connects the fight for racial equality at home with the war abroad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he wasn't shying away from controversy.
Yeah.
He was diving right into the heart of it.
And this is where we see Ali evolve
Okay.
from a showman into a symbol.
Wow.
He's putting his career, his freedom
Right.
on the line for his beliefs.
It makes you wonder, was this calculated like his trash talk?
Right.
Or was this pure conviction speaking?
That's a great question. And it's one that is debated by scholars even today.
Wow.
But what is undeniable
Yeah.
is that Ali's stance resonated with millions.
Oh, yeah.
He gave voice to those who opposed the war and emboldened those fighting for civil rights.
So we've got this incredibly complex figure, right? A master of self-promotion, a gifted athlete, and now a powerful voice in the fight for social justice.
Yeah.
It's almost overwhelming.
It is, and we're
Uh,
just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
But before we move on, I'm curious,
Yeah.
what has stood out to you so far?
Hmm.
What surprised you about Ali's use of language?
I think what's striking me is how deliberate it all seems.
Okay.
Like even his wildest boasts,
Yeah.
they seem carefully constructed
Right.
to achieve a specific effect.
Yes.
He wasn't just talking, he
Right.
was strategizing.
That's an insightful observation, and it speaks to the depth and complexity of the man.
Right.
We tend to remember the catchy phrases, the rhymes,
Uh-huh.
But there's a deeper intelligence at work.
It's like he's playing chess with his words.
Exactly.
Each move calculated, each quote designed to create a specific reaction.
Exactly. And this mastery of language is something we're going to see play out in fascinating ways
Okay.
as we explore Ali's cultural impact and his connection to the world of music. All right. And when we talk about Ali's cultural impact,
Right.
we can't ignore the musical connection.
Right. It's amazing to think about Ali, this boxer from Kentucky, having such a profound influence on a genre like hip-hop,
Yeah.
which was born on the streets of New York.
Right.
What's the connection there?
Well, one of the articles highlights quotes from rappers like LL Cool J
Okay.
and Rakim,
Yeah.
both of whom cite Ali as a major influence.
Oh, wow.
They saw in him a blueprint for using words to empower
Right.
and uplift, to entertain,
Yeah.
and to provoke.
So it wasn't just the rhymes.
Yeah.
It was like the attitude, that swagger that Ali projected.
Exactly. Ali showed them that language could be a weapon,
Uh-huh.
but also a shield,
Right.
a way to construct an identity and demand respect.
I see.
His trash talk was rhythmical, bold,
Okay.
confrontational, and full of clever wordplay.
Yeah,
Sound familiar?
definitely. It's like proto-rap. Yeah.
But did Ali himself ever acknowledge this influence?
You know, that's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Ali was known for his wit,
Right.
but he also had a playful side.
Yeah.
There's this great anecdote where he's asked about his impact on rap, and
Yeah.
he replies, "I'm the greatest rapper of all time. I'm the original rapper."
He never missed a chance to boast, did he? But seriously,
Yeah.
it's incredible to think that his braggadocio,
Yeah.
those rhymes he used to hype himself up,
Yeah.
laid the groundwork for a whole musical genre.
It speaks to the enduring power of his words,
Yeah.
how they transcended boxing and
Right.
resonated in unexpected ways.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that Ali wasn't just about self-promotion or catchy phrases.
Right.
There was a depth to his message,
Yeah.
especially when it came to social justice.
Right. We talked about his powerful stance against the Vietnam War.
Yes.
But his words also challenged racial inequality in America.
There's that quote where he says, "I am America. I am the part you won't recognize. But get used to me. Black, confident, cocky, my name, not yours. My religion, not yours. My goals, my own. Get used to me."
That quote is a declaration of self-worth,
Yeah.
a refusal to be
Yeah.
defined by others.
Wow.
He's demanding recognition,
Right.
not just for himself,
Yeah.
but for an entire community
Right.
that had been marginalized and silenced.
And he wasn't afraid to be confrontational.
Right.
He knew that politeness
Yeah.
wouldn't bring about the change he sought.
Exactly. He understood that sometimes you have to shake things up
Yeah.
to be provocative,
Uh-huh.
to make people uncomfortable.
But that approach, that willingness to speak his mind no matter the cost, also brought about criticism,
Yeah,
especially when it came to his rivalry with Joe Frazier.
that's an important point to address.
Yeah.
While we've focused on the positive aspects of Ali's language,
Right.
we can't ignore the instances where he crossed the line,
Right.
where his words were hurtful and offensive.
His guerrilla comments directed at Frazier are a prime example.
Yes.
They were dehumanizing
Yeah.
and perpetuated harmful stereotypes.
And something that we can't just gloss over.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that even our heroes are flawed,
Right.
that they can make mistakes,
Yeah.
and that those mistakes have consequences.
It's about acknowledging the complexity of his legacy,
Uh-huh.
celebrating his achievements,
Yes.
while also recognizing that some of his actions were harmful.
Exactly. It's about having a nuanced understanding of the man.
Right.
And that's what makes studying Ali so fascinating.
Yeah.
He wasn't a simple figure.
No.
He was a bundle of contradictions.
He was a champion of social justice who could also be cruel and insensitive.
Yeah.
A devout Muslim who engaged in trash talk that sometimes veered into the profane.
Uh-huh.
A master of self-promotion who ultimately sacrificed his career for his beliefs.
And I think that's what resonates with us today.
Yeah.
We're drawn to complex figures,
Mhm.
people who challenge our assumptions and make us think critically.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Muhammad Ali,
Okay.
I want to pose a question to you, our listener.
Knowing what we know now about his brilliance,
Right.
his flaws,
Yeah.
his complexities,
What stands out to you?
what part of his story resonates most?
Was he a hero, a villain, or
Yes.
something in between?
And perhaps more importantly,
Yeah.
what can we learn from his example?
Right.
How can we use our own words,
Yeah.
our own voices,
Hmm.
to fight for what we believe in?
Ali's story is a reminder that words have power,
Right.
and that even in the face of adversity, a single voice can make a difference.
Absolutely.
It's amazing, right? Like
Yeah.
the impact of his words.
Yeah.
He can make you laugh, make you think,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes even make you angry,
Yeah.
but he always made you feel something.
He did.
You know what I mean?
That's the mark of a true artist,
Yeah, wouldn't you say?
to
Fact.
evoke such a visceral response.
Yeah.
And what's so fascinating
Yeah.
is that his artistry,
Yeah.
it wasn't confined to like the boxing ring
Right.
or even his political activism.
Yeah.
It like permeated everything he did.
Right. Like even his interviews were performances.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Huh?
He was so quick-witted,
Yeah.
always ready with a clever quip or a rhyme.
Always.
He understood the power of entertainment,
Yes.
of keeping people engaged,
Uh-huh.
no matter the topic.
One of the articles even mentions
Yeah.
how Ali's playful side
Right.
often overshadowed his more serious convictions.
I see.
Like, people remember the "I am the greatest" boasts,
Right.
but they might not fully grasp the depth of his religious beliefs
Right.
or his commitment to social justice.
It's almost like he used humor as a shield,
Right.
a way to deflect criticism or disarm his opponents.
Yeah.
He could make you laugh one minute
Yeah.
and then challenge your entire worldview the next.
It's a brilliant tactic.
Yeah.
Really.
Totally.
By embracing humor, he made himself more approachable,
Yeah.
more relatable.
Right. Yeah.
It allowed him to connect with people on a human level,
Mm-hmm.
even when he was delivering a message.
Right.
That might have been controversial.
And that's what makes him so enduring,
Yes.
isn't it?
Uh-huh.
He transcended boxing.
He did. As if he created a blueprint for using celebrity to amplify a message.
Yeah.
He showed that an athlete, an entertainer,
Right.
could also be a force for social change.
And that legacy continues to inspire, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
We see it in athletes today
Yeah.
who are using their platforms to speak out on issues they care about.
Absolutely.
Whether it's about racial injustice,
Right.
gender equality, or climate change.
Uh-huh.
We see echoes of Ali's courage and conviction,
Yes.
and those who are willing to risk their careers to stand up for what they believe in.
It's like he planted a seed,
Right.
and now we're seeing the fruits of his labor.
It's a powerful reminder
Yeah.
that words do matter,
They do.
that actions speak louder than words, but words can inspire action.
Ali's life is a testament to that.
Right.
He showed us that you don't have to be perfect
Right.
to make a difference.
Yeah.
You just have to be willing to use your voice
Uh-huh.
to stand up for what you believe in,
Yes.
even when it's difficult.
So as we wrap up this deep dive
Okay.
into the extraordinary life of Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
we leave you with this thought.
What will your legacy be?
What impact will your words have on the world?
Ali's story reminds us
Mm-hmm.
that each of us has the potential to make a difference.
It's a challenge to use our voices wisely, to speak truth to power,
Right.
and to fight for a more just and equitable world.
Just like the greatest did.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. Until next time,
See you next time.
keep exploring, keep learning, and keep speaking your truth.